Yo, what's great in the States? The Ugliest Brother Radio, G-Moniy. Welcome to Edge of Your Seat Reviews. We're going to be talking about the first 3 episodes of Yasuke on Netflix. Yo, what is great in the state? It is the radio rock star G-Moniy, and I'm kicking it with my boy
LaKeith again.
That's right, and we are here for another episode of Edge of Your Seat Reviews. And this time, you gotta slide on to the edge.
We gotta do it every episode? Probably.
You know what I'm saying? Once you slide to the edge, you find something good to watch. And this time, what we're watching is a new anime on Netflix.
Yeah.
Called Yasuke.
Yasuke.
That's right. It's
the Black Samurai.
The Black Samurai. Yes. Created by LeSean Thomas, and is being produced by LaKeith Stanfield. And if you remember, if you're unfamiliar with LaKeith Stanfield, if you watch Atlanta, he was in Atlanta.
He was in Judas
and the Black Messiah.
Black Messiah.
That's right. He's been in a few movies, man.
Stand-up guy.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
When it comes to that work.
That's right. And so they wanted to help put together this anime about a black samurai warrior. You know, there's not too many times we can see a black lead character in an anime. And this one is dope.
This one is dope.
This one is set in the Sengoku period of feudal Japan.
Yeah, 1520?
Yeah.
1520.
Something like that. Yeah. Like 15 whatever.
Something
Just
like
know
that.
it's in the past.
Yeah.
First thing I noticed about this being in the past is that there are flying mechs.
That's why I'm laughing. Just know that this is
clearly
in the past. And to identify the past so you understand it's in the past, we're going to introduce you to mechs that samurais fly.
That's right. We got baby Gundams.
We got baby Gundams.
We got baby Gundams.
We got whole cybernetic robots.
And we've got people with magical powers and all this stuff. I mean, it's anime.
It's anime. So
come on, man. It's anime stuff.
How did the first, because most anime, especially on Netflix and a lot of anime these days, they have this point where they got to catch you.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm suspecting like they want to go the instant shock route of your most well-known animes that bring that instant shock. For instance, like, slipped my mind, but it's the one about the giant zombies. Forget the name.
The giant zombies? I haven't seen that one.
Attack on Titans.
Attack on Titans. Oh, zombies. Oh, you mean
I call them giant zombies.
I was about to say, yeah. Attack on Titan. Oh, I love Attack on Titan.
So they give you that shock value. I didn't know when they were going to offer the shock value, but I appreciated it being early.
Super early, like as soon as it started. That's when it caught me. It got me early because I was like, oh, this is starting pretty quick. You know what I'm saying? You get the mechs. You see the demon army, or I don't even know there was. I don't know there was demon army or there was just guys in masks. Like
it looked like a demon army, bro.
Yeah, exactly. You know, so you see the guy with the energy beam arrows. You know what I'm saying?
So like a pivotal person later on.
Yeah. So it to me it sucks you in early. You know. So by the time you see Yasuke and you're like, oh, okay. So what's about to happen? And then with the Japanese favorite, there's a Nobunaga.
Always
a Nobunaga. Oda Nobunaga.
The first Nobunaga. I don't know if it's the first. I don't know that stuff.
Yeah. So for all my fans of Onimusha, you know what I'm saying?
Your fans of the Dynasty Warriors.
That's right. You're going to recognize the name.
The great unifier in the building.
Yeah, I mean.
Try to unify Japan, bro.
That's all we want to do. We just want to unify Japan, my
people
brother.
together.
Yeah, I mean.
Even if I got to slaughter them. I'm going to get them together, though.
Okay, all right.
Even if we got to bring in new folks.
Yeah, exactly. Even if we got to break these customs, man.
Even if we got to break these customs.
We will end the old ways.
We're going to trash these old ways and unify.
Even if you don't like it. Even if you don't like it. And most of the time they don't. Even
if I don't have a son. That's me saying things that I don't want to say.
Yes. So that's how it starts out, and then you get to the actual story. You know what I'm saying? Which always works for me. You start fast and then you slow it down. You know what I'm saying? Now Yasuke is a boatsman.
A boatsman. I liked how it started too. I'm always good for the shock value. I think this was the backwards way of doing it, but it worked out pretty well for me. So a lot of it started off with, I don't know what's going on.
Right.
I thought I'm about to watch an old samurai, Way of the Samurai or Samurai 7-ish type of thing going, Way of the Sword type of thing happening here. And it just starts off with mech battles and lasers and demons and...
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking, okay, we're going to get something like Rurouni Kenshin.
Yeah. Not at all. So at first, it was, I would say the first half of that whole intro was really me just confused and shocked and loving it. Like, my confusion in criticism is not that it's bad. It's just, it was a lot to deal with. Like, oh, so y'all gonna set all this up? So, which is things I have questions about in the future of it. It's like, how are they gonna set this up? And do they set it up? No. They don't set this up. No, I appreciate that too.
It just,
this is the world.
Because as you get further into the story, you know what I'm saying, and then once you get to the point where Yasuke's like, all right, let's go on an adventure. You know what I'm saying? And then you run into some of the enemies.
They at the point that you started watching it. There's cyborgs, there's beast people, and then there's magic people. Yes, but that's one thing about anime that you also have to understand is usually anime doesn't set up world building.
Not really. No, it just happens. Yeah,
it just happens. Talk about you're world in building. The world,
and it's like like when the first set of enemies show up, and it's like you've got a werewolf,
a werebear. I don't know what it is.
You got a werebear. You got a shaman. And you got another mech.
And you got another mech, bro.
It is,
and a magic little girl. That's like, it's anime, bro.
It's anime, man. Like,
you don't have to. You can throw us in the world, which is one of the great things about this series so far. We're talking about episodes 1-3.
Yep.
Is being thrown into the world, how they did it, and then having the story work itself out. And it's happened before. You've seen it before, but it's because this is a brand new series. It doesn't take away from it at all.
No, yeah, exactly. It's still good, and even they do flashbacks of Yasuke's beginning and stuff, and like how he showed up in Japan, and when he first met Nobunaga, and to this day I cannot remember his name because he said when Nobunaga asked him his name, they said, "What is your name?" He's like,
he said some African shit, bro.
And I was like,
"What is your name?"
Eusebio Ibrahimo Baloy. Eusebio Ibrahimo Baloy.
And I had the same look Nobunaga did.
I'm pretty sure if you looked it up, it's probably something related to the actual history or where Yasuke is supposed to be from. And it's confusing in the history books about it, whether he's from West Africa or if he's from the middle of Africa somewhere. Or Northern Africa something.
They was like, cleanse him. They washing him. And they're like, why is he still dirty?
I'm so pro-black. I thought he was like literally like dusty or something. I was like, yeah.
Like, yeah, why is he
clean
so
that black man? Clean his glistening, melanated skin. Oh, they're trying to get the black off. Oh yeah, I forgot racism.
Well, I won't even call that racism because they had never seen a man with black skin, so they just thought something happened to him. So he asked. He's like, did you have your skin inked? Like, why are you born? Like, why do you have black skin? He's like, I was born this way. He's like, you were born this way. Ah, interesting.
They didn't question the hair though.
No, they didn't say nothing about the hair. They just questioned the skin because I imagine in feudal Japan, they all have the same skin. Yeah. So like I don't blame them for being like, well, why do you look like that?
Yeah, you're right. It's not
racist. What I'm saying?
So,
I mean, now granted, in his past there was some racism though.
Oh yeah, he was a slave.
Yeah. Servants should stay servants.
Oh yeah, well even that part of the series where they're telling
I don't know if I call that racism.
I wouldn't call that either, because that's just how Japan is. They was like that against Japanese people.
Yeah, if you were a servant, you're always a servant. It don't matter what you look like.
It don't matter if you was black or white. It was just like you also ain't gang, so
That's right.
what is Nobunaga doing? Bringing you into the fold.
Right.
You not even gang, bro.
You're not even gang,
you not
gang,
even
bro.
Japanese, fam.
No.
So.
You're not even Japanese, man.
Don't do that.
You are not. I'm just.
Don't do that.
You're not gang.
You're not gang, baby.
That's all I'm saying, man. You're not Japanese. You're not gang. That's all I was trying to say.
So into episode 1, into episode 2. Episode 2 was what? The fight on the river, I believe,
Yes.
right?
No, the end of episode 1 was the fight on the river.
Episode 2 was what? What was
Episode 2?
Episode 2?
That was, I don't remember the beginning. I'm just going over stuff. We're just going through it.
We got it.
I'm just going through stuff.
Well, let's just talk about the fight on the river then.
But 2 was, I think 2 was when they caught him in the bar.
Oh, that was
because
good. That was
because
in the
because everybody
stage,
was separated. Oh, and you find out who the enemies are working for.
Yeah,
and it's an evil pastor.
It's an evil clergyman who is the
minister of evil.
He is a minister of evil, bro.
Yeah, I mean he literally is.
He was bringing it.
He was.
The fight at the bar was good, and I felt bad for that man.
I did too. Oh man, I felt real bad.
That,
first off, in the first episode. First, his son is out there messing stuff up. Second episode, like my man's is just trying to get a drink, and then like these guys, the cyborg dude couldn't even get the mech dude couldn't even get inside the door. He was like
smashing the whole door
up.
Yeah,
man, they just
geez, bro, just wait outside.
They just show up and they're like, yo,
you don't need to destroy the town.
You know what I'm saying?
For a dude, bro, come on,
bro. He didn't even. And look, Yasuke didn't say let's take this outside or nothing. He was just like.
Yasuke was cold, bro. He was a cold dude. He had some cold lines.
He did.
He gave that old he gave that samurai that Ronin swag where he don't want to I don't want to fight no more. No, I don't want to do this. Still giving out lessons and then still being like, no, you just don't do that anymore. Oh, I don't do that anymore. Which in the anime that should never last.
It never does. It's just to show I don't want to fight, like the lack of urgency to fight and all that stuff. And then it's like, all right, let's fight.
Yeah, when we fight though, I'm gonna have to break you off.
The chick though, the little girl was like, they don't say what her story is, but she just hella powerful for no reason.
She is hella powerful.
You know what she kind of reminded me of?
Who?
Scarlet Witch.
Yep. I said
she gave me Scarlet Witch vibes.
She gave you the Scarlet Witch vibes. She gave you the I was watching a different show. There's another show where it's basically the same thing. They like to do that a lot. It's a trope, I believe, that you put into a show. I didn't really like her development so far. I'm not that keen or that happy about it. It's whatever though. For right now, Yasuke's the man I'm looking to see.
It's a fun show. Oh, I can tell you one of my favorite battles was it was a flashback when they rolled up on that city, and it was like
against the generals,
him and the girl,
the ninjas,
bruh.
I was mad they was ninjas because I love ninjas.
Yeah, these ninjas was getting handled.
The ninjas got handled.
And they was like, we are not surrendering. Send your black samurai over. I will show him what a real samurai.
And I show him what a real Japanese samurai do.
And he didn't.
He did.
He didn't show him at all.
Yo, when you get like this part cut off right here, bro, that's messed up. There's a lot of ways you could die, bro. Armpits going with your head, though.
I was trying to figure out how do you get that cut? Are you like this?
They edited some of it. They changed how some of it was.
Because I'm like,
when he first got cut,
did he do like a curving cut?
When he first got cut, that joint was from here to here. And then when they came back to it, it was like a curve there.
Yeah.
So it was his arms and his head.
So he moved the sword like Wanted. Like they did it Wanted, where they be curving the bullets. They curve the sword.
Kind of with that lightsaber.
You know what I'm saying? Bruh, so.
But yeah, that was an excellent fight. That was, I think, the first time you actually saw him
in battle.
Yeah.
As a samurai.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So you get some backstory about him and
Nobunaga.
Right.
And
the female samurai.
The female samurai. You get some backstory on the. What was her name? 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 on the love interest that he had and how that had an effect on him.
Yep.
And how that has an effect on the current story.
Yep. Then in episode 3, where Yasuke is captured, and then he's being held captive by the evil minister. You know what I'm saying? And so he's sending the rest of the people out to go find the girl, and it was pretty interesting, like chase scene. But when she shows up,
he's skipping the whole beautiful part of when he put on the golden knuckles of God. And commenced the delivering Yasuke his deliverance. And Yasuke came out of it like, you hit like a old. He's like, your God hit like an old woman.
He was like,
the time.
He said, "What are you going to do to me?" He's like, "I'm not going to do anything, but my God is going to use me as an unworthy tool." And grabbed out the.
He had the word domination and domina.
He brought out,
I think that's what they said.
The Radio Raheem brass knuckles.
Them brass knuckles were serious.
And they wasn't serious. Wop, wop. And he was like, psh.
He came out like,
your God is like an old woman.
I was like, bro.
Why do y'all do that?
Bro?
Why do y'all do that?
This ain't the moment.
Why do y'all do that?
Let it go. Let it go.
But
he beat the brakes off.
See, but there's another thing, right? He was just chilling there like that.
Yeah.
But during the battle, Yasuke literally stands up and breaks the chains to get free.
I don't know.
Like, what was that about?
I think he was just trying to save the girl.
Later on in the, bro. So are you trying to tell me that you could have did that at any point, or you just wanted to find out what the plan was? Like, I don't know.
Hopefully that has some type of significance, but
we all
anime probably doesn't.
We also find out that the minister is a mutant.
Oh yeah, they introduced to us mutants after they introduced to us
like
demons. After they introduced to us cyborgs and robots.
So it's just a hell of a show.
It's great.
You just gotta watch it, man.
That means there's more mutants. It explains the werebear girl.
Yeah, it does. It does. Werebear.
Werebear girl does the werebear stare. Every time. Hey, she kind of slow, bro. She kind of slow. Like her attack speed.
The werebear.
She missed like almost every attack she did.
She did.
Because she keep werebear staring. That's what she does. She does it every time. She's like, I'm a werebear. You're like, I see the first time.
We know. But you know what? I guess it's poetic that she's teamed up with the cyborg because he can't get nothing right.
He can't.
Talking about, it was like a glass of sake or like a cup of coffee that threw his whole arm off.
It threw his whole arm off. Bro.
Oh, sorry.
Stuns. Laser set the stuns.
Yo,
his laser stun is not stunned.
It's not, bro.
He's like, I got it to stun.
Like, no, bro. Niggas is dying, bro. What you mean? Ain't no stun on that.
Shot a hole through the building, bro. How's it no stun anybody?
What kind of stun is that? And then like later on, he had like a glass laser or a crystal laser. He shot somebody he tried to shoot the girl and missed, and the joint turned into crystal.
It turned to ice.
Ice, okay, yeah.
The ice her whole arm off. That's episode. Bro. That's in episode 1.
Yeah, bro.
When they're fighting on the river.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, what are y'all doing?
Yeah, I mean,
y'all kind of incompetent out here.
They were incompetent though.
I like the shaman though, because the shaman
from Benin.
From Benin.
You gotta understand. I knew he was gonna say it.
The shaman from Benin.
From Benin.
The shaman, like, I like his powers. Like he could, I guess,
astral project.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you, because I was gonna be stuck. He could astral project.
Some ninja signs, and then like the ghost of him would come out and split in twos, and then they would lose. They didn't do nothing, bro.
That's because they're from Benin. Benin. They don't train like that in Benin.
I think if he would threw out some different ninjutsu signs, maybe they'd have came out with like some pistols or something. They could at least came out with like some laser guns or a spear.
I mean, look. Well, you know what? Like before we end this, right? So we're talking about all this technology and all like this mythical stuff, but like when they travel up the river, They in a regular boat with
Yasuke's
no motor.
It's a boatman.
Like, it's not even like the paddle boat. You get one stick and you gotta like. Now you try to tell me that you live in a world. You live in a world where you have baby Gundams. You know what I'm saying? You got mechs. You got people that can create magic and do all this kind of stuff. But when it comes to travel, you're still stuck with the bare minimum.
You ain't got a car,
the
bro?
bare minimum, dog. Like you ain't got a bicycle. I didn't see one wheel. Not one wheel.
I'm pretty sure you go from the get to mech. You gotta at least get the combustion engine.
Exactly.
Right?
That's all I'm saying.
Before you get and you gotta get the car before you.
all I'm saying is
get the robot.
Before you get to. I feel like there's a step one before you get to mech. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like somewhere along the line where you're failing, you could be like, well, you know what? That won't work for a mech, but this sure would be good to travel in the water. Something.
I sure could put this booster on the back of this boat. I sure could use this metal to make a boat.
You know, maybe I can travel upstream a lot quicker than having to use this piece of a tree that I had to cut off.
Worry about thieves.
Yeah.
I would say that is probably the overall.
But it's anime.
It's anime, but I would say that's the overall not the downfall. It's the overall the bad part. The negative.
I mean, I don't even call it bad. I just like to poke fun at stuff. So
I know, but it's still when you get the poking, you start to see the holes. It's like
because I'm thinking about this though, right? Like
too plot driven.
How strong was that sword? It's like he had a Hattori Hanzo steel sword, right?
Yeah, he had a sword.
Like that sword was like cutting through all kinds of stuff.
You would imagine he had a Hattori Hanzo steel sword, but he went to go kill Hattori Hanzo in the first episode.
He did.
So unless they stole the swords, I don't know.
They went after Hattori Hanzo to get a steel supply?
To get a sword
or to get a sword
apparently,
supply? Yeah, like Hattori Hanzo just has like a supply of swords that like it's rumored to be like the greatest sword collection in Japan. Let's go after Hattori Hanzo for his swords. Like, I don't know. That's not what happened.
But you ain't got nobody that can use these dope swords? I was too busy making swords. I forgot.
You know what I'm saying? But look,
the swords stand on their own.
Look, man, this is better than money, baby. It's Hattori Hanzo right here.
Everybody needs a sword.
You know what I'm saying? Hattori Hanzo dead, baby. You ain't gonna, these are one of a kind. These are classics.
Hans, baby, I'm out here.
Well, take these to the pawn shop, bro. Get these appraised. But they don't have those yet because it's feudal Japan.
They don't have those yet. They skip pawn shops. Where cybernetic stuff, I guess. I don't know. Cybernetic.
So that's what I was about to say. Who's making the mech?
IT guy, bro. Like,
who's the mech? Who's making the mech? There's no Best Buy. There's no Geek Squad.
The servos and all
so who's creating this? Like, are these coming like from the demon world? Like, cause like I know there's a blacksmith. There's a blacksmith, and there's a guy that runs a bar. Like, I'm thinking like you got your blacksmith on one corner, you got your bar over here, and then down here you got your cybernetic mech store.
His bar is like the first little pig. He's got a straw and stick built bar.
I'm about to be crying.
And a fishing village.
I'm about to be crying real too.
Got obvious metal somewhere, bro. Like,
that's enough. Where are you getting the metal from for these mechs?
But you ain't got.
Where
ain't got
stone
for the bar.
Where's the power source?
I don't know. Like I said,
look, it's fun.
In my opinion,
it's fun. Though.
It's probably the negative thing about it. It is anime, but we can't excuse everything in anime.
I just think it's funny. Like you see this tear coming down my eye.
It's funny. It's entertaining. Is Yasuke entertaining?
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Matter of fact, P Funk, give him your social media.
Social medias. Catch me on Twitch. GORREALLA Max. You can also catch me in the Fight Club on Twitch. BT Games HD. We're in the Fight Club. You can come over there. You can probably even join the fights and whoop my ass. Because I'm not as great anymore. You can also catch me on Instagram, Electric Phil.
All right, easy work. G_MONIY on Instagram and Twitter. Make sure you check out my other YouTube page, Smash the Mad Podcast, where we talk exclusively wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Check out the Spoiler Alert podcast, which I'm part of season 3. But before we get up out of here, first 3 episodes or however you want to do it, how many fire emojis for the first 3?
For the first 3 episodes, and what I'm looking at with Yasuke, being that we did kind of tear into the inconsistencies. And it's not a bad, it's not bad anime. It's not a bad show. Still very entertaining. I love mechs. I love swords. I love werebears, I guess. So I'm gonna give it a solid 3.5. I'm gonna wait till the last one if it deserves that half, or if it loses that half, or if it gains more. I don't think it can lose more. So I'm going with the 3.5.
So I was thinking 3.5. I'm gonna give it 4 because of the intro with Thundercat. Oh, and if y'all know Thundercat, you know what it is.
Thundercat is good.
Yeah, I'm giving it, first 3 episodes, I'm giving it a 4. 4 fire emojis, man. So look, check it out on Netflix. Probably by the time you finish watching this, you're gonna watch it. It's only 6 episodes. You'll finish the whole series in 3 hours or less, which is less time than the Snyder Cut of Justice League. Okay? Yeah. So you can finish that in super quick. So you already know we'll probably have the next one out probably in the next couple days. So you already know what it is. Edge of Your Seat Reviews, Yasuke.